Hey guys, it's Pepper from American Horror Story. Hey guys, it's Ariel Versace from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 11, and welcome back to my channel.
Hey now, hey now. Yes.
I literally always just want to be like, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Draws penis with glitter. Alright guys, so I have a fun tutorial coming for you guys today. Well, it's more of like a review kind of tutorial kind of gig. Now, you know, I've been promising that I'm going to get back on this channel. And you know, I could say travel's been crazy or like I've been sewing costumes. But here's the tea. Sometimes it's really just hard to sit down and make a video because half the time when I'm doing my makeup, I just want to kind of slap it on my face, take a cute little picture, go to the gig, wipe it off, get naked, and fall asleep. Is that really so much to ask? But we are gonna really get this channel together. I really wanna turn out some awesome tutorials for you guys because I saw you guys loved the bubblegum bitch look. I think it's super awesome when you guys recreate the looks that I put out there. So I want to bring you guys awesome new tutorials every month, but y'all gotta promise me you gotta comment, you gotta like, and you gotta subscribe to this channel, okay? Can I get a yes? I hope you said yes at home. All right, anyway.
What is this?
All right, so my girl Carly frickin' hooked me up, you guys. This was sold out. I wanted to Monday when I found out that it was sold out. But my girl Carly has a Morphe store by her house, and she got me. She got me the Blue Blood. No. The Blue Blood palette from JEFFREE Star. I just spit. The Blue Blood palette from JEFFREE Star. So I'm super excited to show you guys this. Let's do a little reveal. It's like a freaking whole thing. I'm gonna do like a little soft reveal because I'm like a beauty guru. This is hard to open. Okay. Oh, it's freaking pretty. Look at all the freaking blue chains. Guys, I cannot wait to dive into this palette. I hope you guys are ready for this tutorial because I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Who's ready? I'm ready. All right. All right, so let's dive into this. Let's dive into this tutorial. All right, so obviously the first thing we gotta do is cover up these good old man brows. So what I'm gonna do is just use a purple Elmer's glue stick and a little brush with a spoolie on it. Make sure that the spoolie's dirty as fuck because it'll work better. All right, so let's just slather some glue on. Normally I'll go in with about 3 layers. I'm just gonna do 1 layer on camera because what? But I'm just gonna do 1 for the sake of God bless watching this on camera. So let's just lather this in our good old man brow. Now, when I do my brows, I like to put it in the brow and then brush downward, put more in, and then brush it up and then do layers. That way you get the brow laying down super flat. And then I just kind of like to smooth the layer out with your finger. Get him laying nice and flat. About as flat as my ass was during my lip sync for my life.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, guys, now that we got these puppies concreted down with some glue, let's set it with some powder. Now, I just use the good old Coty Airspun powder. It's really good, super affordable. You can get it at like Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Taco Bell, anywhere like easily accessible like that. So you just want to put this on with like a good old like puff like this. Yeah, let's just slap this powder on and get these puppies laying down. I don't know why my brows are puppies, but you just really want to press them down. You tell them who's boss. The flatter the brow, the closer to yes. And now we're just going to brush away any extra powder. And now that the brows are halfway down, nope, copyright. Now that the brows are about halfway down, we are going to put some foundation on them to kind of just hide them a little bit more and then set them with powder again. The more layers, the better to get rid of these frickin' caterpillars. And I am just using my foundation for this process, and I'm using the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. It's really nice because it's super full coverage and it dries matte. So we love that journey for us. So once you get that foundation on, now we're gonna set that with a little bit of powder again. All right, now that the brows are good to go covered, we're gonna go in with like a little bit of a primer. I'm just gonna use a moisturizer because I don't like super sticky primers on my face. I feel like it moves the foundation a lot. So I'm just gonna be using this Nivea After Shave Balm because I just shaved and it's good for my face anyway. It's just gonna slather that shit on, move it around. This is just gonna help hydrate the skin before the makeup application. All right, now that we're all Amazon primed and ready to go, let's throw on our foundation. And like I said, I am using the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation, super full coverage, and it dries down matte, which is lovely. I always like to start on the upper half of my face first to go back over those brows again so it doesn't dry on them like patchy. And you know you're doing a good job when your beauty blender gives you that awkward gay porn sex noise that we all can't stand. Yes. And you just want to cover everything, use the foundation to cover the ugly, cover all the surface, and let's be honest, I have a lot of surface to cover. All right, guys, and now that we have a nude blank canvas to work with, we're gonna go in with a little bit of a highlight and a contour. We're gonna contour first. I like to do that because I like to kind of carve out the face and then use the highlight to clean it up. Miss Clean Up Crew coverage cunt. And we're just gonna be using 2 more shades of the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation and a lighter shade and a darker shade. So let's do it.
Ew.
So low-key, I kind of like go in when contouring the forehead because, let's be honest, I have quite a lot of forehead to cover. So I like to really kind of bring that in so my forehead doesn't say, "Hi, land a plane on me." And then use the other beauty blender to blend it out. This is from Real Techniques, I believe. I love that it's gigantic because it just really helps save a lot of time. Ooh. Soft. I feel like some people look so beautiful when putting their makeup on. Like they're like, "Oh yes, you just do this." And I'm like, "Whoa." The goal after the contouring is to make yourself look nothing like yourself. Now we're going to chisel yet feminize that jawline. Because let's be honest, I'm not blind. I know that I have a good old Sarah Jessica Parker chin going on. So let's cut it out the best of my ability, okay? The goal is to look like you haven't eaten today. Now this next thing I'm about to do, I know that it's not gonna make sense right now, but it's gonna make sense later. So I kind of like to take that sharpness that I did, and then I like to kind of like ruin it, like to blend it upward onto the face, right? So that way it kind of gives more of like an ombre effect on the face so that it's not so like, then we go back in and we recut it sharp one more time. And then we blend that out underneath. And also blend up here. And now it gives it more of a gradient effect rather than looking so harsh. You still cut the jawline, you still get that nice cut, but then it's still got that fade up, so it's not so like, very Kill Bill. You don't got that Kill Bill chin. All right, now we're gonna brighten up the face with a little bit of highlighting. And again, like I said, I'm just gonna use my Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation again. And another little, ew. So we're gonna use the lighter shade to kind of brighten up the face. And we also use it to clean up as well. And this is just gonna start adding, obviously, a lot more dimension to the face. Ooh, so bright and pretty. We're just applying this on all the areas of the face that we want to stand out. And again, also using it to clean up. Now, I'm not somebody that's too shy to over contour. The more contour, the better. I love it. They're like, go soft, and I'm like, go home. I did. 5th. But even though you're going with a stronger contour, blending is still very important. All right, guys, now that we are fully highlighted and contoured, don't know what that was. We're gonna go in with some brows and a nose, and God, I hate doing my brows on camera. So let's play the zoom in game and cross our fingers. Ooh, they look good. And then I just like to take that beauty blender and kind of ombre and blend out the front a little bit. Give that nice ombre effect. You know, on my Cosmo video, some little bitch tried to come for me and be like, "Oh my God, her brows are fucking ugly." And I was like,
You are.
all right, 1 down, 1 to go. Ooh. By the way, for my brows, I just use my cream contour shade. Same with the brow highlight. We're just gonna go in with that same highlight shade and just clean up and define underneath. Well, would you look at that? Bourgeoisie. All right, now that our brows are all highlighted and lovely, let's go ahead and cut out a nose that says, "I can't smell anything." Now, when it comes to my nose contour, I actually like to mix my contour shade and my highlight shade together. so that the brown tone on the side of the nose isn't too intense. Because, you know, I just like a softer nose. I just feel like so many people run around with these dark ass nose contours and I'm like, calm it down, Carla. I'm like, it's great they can see your nose from the back, but they don't need to see it from the outside smoking section, okay? And now we're just gonna blend out the sides. And see, now your nose is fully contoured, but it's not like screaming, know what I mean? All right, guys, now that the face is fully contoured, we're gonna go ahead and set with our Coty Airspun powder. Now, I always like to start with setting the brows first because they make me the most nervous. Let's slam that powder on there again for like the 5th time. And then we're just gonna go all over the face. You want your skin to say, I can't breathe. Now, once you have that powder,
I look crazy.
once you have that powder all over your face, you kind of want to just keep pressing it in until any of the white patchiness kind of disappears. Because if you allow the powder, I especially find this powder, the Coty Airspun, if you allow it to sit in patches on your face, it will appear patchy. So you just want to make sure everything is pushed in and even. All right, guys, now that we are fully powdered and looking crazy, let's get the look with the Blue Blood palette. I'm psyched. You know, I love me some pink eyeshadow, but when it comes to blue eyeshadow, I can't do that. So I actually didn't go into this with like any idea of like what I want to do. I wish I could put every single color in this palette on my eye right now, but like, that's not gonna work, nah mean. So we're gonna go ahead and play the zoom in game, Bourgeoisie. Now I think today we're gonna do a little bit of a halo eye. Normally I'll do like a bright white cut crease with a color, but it's always good to, you know, change up your eye shape. Unless you're me on the runway of RuPaul's Drag Race, don't change anything. So the first color in this palette that's super popping out to me is this color called Flourishing right here, because when they try to come for me, I keep on flourishing. Copyright. So this is like a really pretty mermaidy teal. I never want to be a frickin' mermaid again. And we're just gonna start popping this on the eye and let's see how this goes. Ooh, I like it. The color looks a little bit brighter in the palette, but I mean, this is the color it is. It's good old teal. Good old oceanic blue, if you will. No, but it's super pretty. All right, now that we have this teal shade down called Flourishing, which is the same color as my makeup brushes, yes, that's a sign. We're gonna dip into this color. Come on, Fallout McGee. We're gonna dip into this color called Blue Monday, and we're just gonna deepen the little crease area, and we're just gonna tuck that right into the eye socket. I like that word, socket, tuck my socket. All right, now that I have that color Blue Monday, which is super pretty, by the way, now that I have that tucked in there, we are gonna go in and cut our little halo crease, and I'm going to use a white concealer. Where is she? Sweetie! I'm gonna use a white concealer from Morphe just to go ahead and kind of cut out that eye shape to give us a new, beautiful, spacious lid. Have you ever just like laid your eyes on a woman? Now we're gonna take a concealer brush and just kind of blot out and blend the sides. Now that we have the edges nice and blended out, we're gonna go back in with those blue shades and just kind of blot on the sides so that the white is concentrated right in the center. All right, guys, now that we got that nice and blended out, normally I would go in on the lid with a matte white. I usually use Sugar Pill by Taco. I usually use Taco by Sugar Pill, but in this palette, there's this shade called Cullinan. It's like a diamond dusted white, and I didn't know what that meant, so I Googled it, and apparently there's this big ass fucking diamond called the Cullinan Diamond, so makes sense. You better go off with the names, J-Star. So we're gonna take a little bit of that shade Cullinan, and we're gonna set the lid with it. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, normally I'm a matte kind of gal, but I don't know, let's see what happens. All right, I'm not mad. It's very bright and very pretty. We're probably gonna put glitter on it. All right, now that we got that pigment on there, we're gonna blend the white outward and the blue in to make it all melt together. Now this is a little bit harder because it's two different textures. This is more of like a glittery finish and this is matte. So just keep blending until it looks right. All right, guys, now that we have that white blended out, we are gonna go ahead and highlight the brow bone to give a little bit more life to these eyes. Now, I like to go back and always contour under the brow.
I don't know what the fuck that accent was.
I like to go back in and contour under the brow bone with the cream, just so that I have a base and then I can set it with the white so it really pops. Now, before I go in and add the white on the brow, I actually noticed that there was a color in here, right here, here it is, called Mint Tea. And I'm gonna use that to just kind of blend upward really fast before I put the white on to give it more of like a blend. And I feel like that color really complements the color Flourishing. So yeah, let's pop it on. Ooh, that's a super pretty color. This color kind of reminds me of the color of the outfit that I wore to the reveal, except that this color's a lot less awkward. Ooh, pretty, yeah. All right, guys, now just to set my brow highlight, we're gonna use good old Taco by Sugar Pill. It's just a really good matte white. All right, guys, now that we have that white nice and blended out under the brow, we are going to actually put some brows on so we can bring some life to this face. Like, hello, what are these brows? Now, when I do my brows, I don't use like a pencil or a pomade or anything. I actually just use an eyeshadow and a setting spray. So I just wet it and paint it on. And I'm going to be tapping into this brown on the upper right-hand corner of the James Charles palette and my good old MAC Fix Plus setting spray. All right, guys, now that we've got our brows on and they are on fleek, if I must say, we are going to kind of just take a fluffy brush we used to put on that first color, just kind of blend out the front, kind of make it all merge together. I like it to kind of turn into one thing. You could even take like your big fluffy brush that you put your powder on with and just go ahead, and I like to go like that, just to buff everything out, make it diffuse. This kind of just softens that area in general. All right, guys, now we're gonna put on a little eyeliner to bring some drama mama to the eye. I like to kind of get an outline of where I want to put the liner and then fill it in. I don't do like big eyeliner just because I have such small hooded eyes. If I do too much, it makes my eyes look even smaller. So I like to keep it like fairly close to the lash line. All right, guys, now that we got the liner on, I'm gonna pop a little bit of glitter on the white just to kind of amp it up. And I have this from MAC. It's Dazzle Shadow Liquid in the shade Diamond Crumbles. So, you know, call it in Diamond Crumbles. I hope this does not make my look crumble. So we're gonna go ahead and put some of this liquid glitter shadow on top. All right, and that just gave it more shiny, shiny shine. I'm into it. I like it. I freaking like it. Guys, now we're gonna go hit the bottom of the eye and we're gonna kind of give the same ombre effect to the bottom that we did the top. We're gonna hit back into our Blue Blood palette. We're gonna take that color Flourishing. And we're gonna hit that right underneath of the eye. Now we're gonna go with a fluffier brush with the same shadow pigment and just blend that out.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Connor. I'm in our company's employment department on a recorded line. Now, I saw you inquired about a job on one of our websites. How are you doing today?
No, I don't think so.
I'm with you, Master, and Chris Wonderful. Can I show you that we have multiple jobs available in your area? What type of job are you looking for?
You are.
All right, guys, now that we have that Flourishing shade all the way blended out, we're gonna tap back into Mint Tea. And also just blend that out at the bottom to really give a nice, good old gradient effect. Now we're gonna go back in with this big fluffy brush with some like leftover powder on it. And you're really just gonna dust away any extra shadow, bring it up a little bit closer to the eye. All right, guys, now that the eye is nice and blended out, we're gonna bring a little bit of color back to the face. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this contour blush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it's in the shade Vegas. And I'm gonna use that to contour.
Oh, wow! It's broken!
Bye, bitch. That wasn't the color I needed anyway, so fuck your drag. And we're just gonna hit this on all the points that we contoured at the beginning of today's tutorial. The makeup always looks so much better once you bring some color back to the face. Jesus! Because, you know, with that pale ass face and these blue eyes, we were looking a little sick. You were kind of looking like a dead mermaid, you know?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, guys, now that we got some color back to the face, thank you, Jesus! We're gonna go back into our James Charles palette and to brighten up some areas of the face with a matte highlight before we put on our shimmery highlighter, I'm gonna tap into this just good old whitey white, this good old chalkboard white.
Chalkboards aren't white.
And we're just gonna hit all the highlight areas of our face. Now that we got those areas nice and brightened, we're gonna go in with a shimmery highlight this time. Now, normally I would use like a good old peach color from one of my Anastasia palettes, but I'm actually gonna use this BH Cosmetics palette today because there's this sickening blue shimmery highlight. So I thought, you know, blue blood tutorial, why don't we go in with a blue shimmery shade? I hope this doesn't make me look disgusting, but let's see. The shade name is Laser. Oh, the blue one is called Queen, but that scares the shit out of me. I'm not putting a bright blue highlight on my face. So let's go in with Laser. All right. You're like a laser light burn. I just like to highlight the lip because, you know, it's natural. Everybody wakes up every day with like glitter snot all over their upper lip. I'm going to now go in with this color called Strobe. It's just kind of like a pure white, and we're just going to pop this right here. And because I'm a highlight freak, I have an awesome product here from Unicorn Skin Cosmetics. It's their chunky glitter. Oh no, this one's the fine unicorn skin. I do have the chunky one, but let's put on this fine glitter, shall we? So I'm gonna take a little bit of this on a brush. We're just gonna paint that right on the very...
Yes!
I love me some Acid Betty. Everyone thinks she's a bitch and I'm like relatable. All right, now before we put our lip on, I'm gonna put on a little chapstick, a little Burt's Bees, cause my lips are screaming. Now I'm gonna outline my lip in this color called Rock Sand from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And that's it. 6 sticks. That's it. Fucking Cold Destroyer. Now, once we have that fully on the lip and you're looking crazy, you're going to want to blend that inward. Get that good old blend. Now we're going to go in with a lipstick. This is actually from the Kat Von D Divine collection, and it is called Divine. Go off, sis, with that creativity. And we're just going to pop that in the very center. And we're also going to take it a step further and add some gloss. I'm going to use this guy from, and I'm going to use this one from Anastasia. The bottom fell off, so I don't know what it's called. It's like glittery and champagne. It's basically clear for a nude lip. All right, guys, now we're going to add some mascara so my eyes stop looking so crusty. Mascara is not like super important to me. You can really use, honestly, whatever mascara you want, but this happens to just be a mini of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This one's definitely like lengthening and thickening, but I mean, as long as it makes your eyelashes black, who the fuck cares, right? Now we're gonna go back in with Sugar Pill Taco, and we're just gonna highlight our inner corner. Then we're gonna hit that again with our Unicorn Skin Fine Glitter. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop on some of my signature freckles. We're just gonna be using a liquid lip stain for this and a small tiny brush and just dotting them on. For our last step, I think I'm gonna take my Unicorn Skin Cosmetics one more time, and we're just gonna pop a little bit of glitter right here, right under the eye, because we're just so sad today. Now that the makeup is done, we are gonna spray this shit down with some MAC Fix Plus setting spray. More is more. And then I like to just take a little brush and tap that into the skin and get some final blending action. Now that the face is beat, let's add some contacts and lashes. All right, guys, now I have in some light brown eye contacts today, and these are from the brand Desio, and they're in the color Cappuccino. I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm gonna freaking Grubhub Starbucks. I don't think that they do that. I hate putting on lashes. It's literally my least favorite part. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's look with the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. I love this palette. I can't wait to bring it on the road with me and turn out more blue ballish looks for you guys. Now that we have our lashes, contacts on, and the face is beat to capacity, let's get nails and hair on and our outfit for final looks. Guys, this look has me shooketh. It's having me feel like the ultimate, like, Jersey Shore bitch. I look like the Jersey Shore version of Vanessa from The Little Mermaid. I'm like, what a lovely little bride, I'll make my dear look divine. The Jersey Shore is working according to my ultimate design. Soon I'll have that new spray tan, and the ocean will be mine. Dun, 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 dun. Enough.
Okay. Yeah. And one more thing.
Also, side note, this is the second time that I'm fucking recording this tutorial. I recorded the whole thing yesterday. I spent all day doing it, and then I had to delete everything because I had a fucking piece of pepper stuck in my teeth because apparently I'm a child and I don't know how to brush my teeth before filming a tutorial, but that is besides the point. So, yeah. As always, yes.